Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday worship. Oh my gosh, I've been looking forward to this all week. Just to come before the Lord and just to worship Him and tell Him how grateful I am. I was looking up the meaning of core, and on Wikipedia, it said the center of the fruit, the part with the seeds. And I was looking up that's when I looked up apple core. When I looked up the Earth's core, it said the center of the Earth, the hottest part. So the hottest part of the Earth is called the Earth's core. And when I looked up a core as in the core of your body, it was talking about your abdominal muscles and your stomach muscles and what they call that your core. So your stomach is at the center of your body. So as I was thinking of the core in my videos for this week, I was thinking, oh, so you're trying to say that you're the center of it all. Like, you're the center of everything, and you're the core. And you want us to go deeper past the regular worship stuff to the center of it all, to where people are hurting, to where people really need you. You want to minister to that part that we're afraid of. So I was thinking of Jesus at the center of it all. Jesus at the center of it all. From beginning to the end, it will always be you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, nothing else matters. Nothing in this world will do. Jesus at the center. Everything revolves around you, Jesus, you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you. Yes, it's all about you. From my heart to the heavens, Jesus be the center. It's all about you. Yes, it's all about you. It's all about you. Jesus, it's all for you. For your glory and your fame, it's not about me. As if you should do things my way. You alone are God, and I surrender to your way. Jesus, we surrender to your way today, God. We surrender to your will today, God. We say yes. We say yes. Whatever you want from us today, we say yes. We say yes to your will, yes to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes, I will trust you and obey. When your spirit speaks to me, with my whole heart I'll agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your plan. I'll say yes, Lord, yes. I will trust you and obey. When your spirit speaks to me, with my whole heart I'll agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I'll say yes, Lord, yes. I will trust you and obey. When your spirit speaks to me, with my whole heart I'll agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. And when I was thinking about the core, I think I said, excuse me, I think I said in video one or video two that the core was about identity and who we are in Christ. And I began to think of that old song by Israel, called Identity. It goes, you are my father, you are my father, you hold my future and destiny. You are my father, you are my father, and you I find my identity. Yeah, in you I find my identity. You are my father, you are my father, you hold my future and destiny. You are my father, you are my father, and you I find my identity. Yeah, in you I find my identity. Lay your hand on me, tell me who I am. I can do all things if you say I can. Show me I am free, free to accomplish your plan for me. You are my father, you are my father, you hold my future and destiny. You are my father, you are my father, and you I find my identity. Yeah, in you I find my identity. I was thinking about identity. I was thinking about why this generation seems to be so lost in their now identifying themselves by their sexuality or by whether they're straight or whether they're uh, gay or whether they're black, whether they're white, whether they're woman, whether they're man, whether whatever. And I was I'm thinking of I was thinking uh, of identity and how it was brought forth in the Bible, and I was thinking about when when it came to headship in the Bible, it wasn't well, I'm the head, you have to do what I say. That that wasn't headship in biblical times. Headship, the reason why it was from the father, it it had a line of succession. And to my mind, the line of succession went like this: God gave the man the vision for the children and the wife, and then a man would say to his children who they were before he died and went to be with his maker. This happened several times. This happened with Israel. This happened with Joseph before that. And you had all these men telling these sons who they were. And because in today's society, and then the woman would come behind that and stand under the vision, that the man would speak over his children, but the man would speak whatever he saw for his children. Um, I remember all of this from the Bible. If you read in the Old Testament, when Jacob was dying, and when Abraham was dying, they would tell their sons, "Okay, now, before I leave you, this is who you are." And I remember even um, Moses and Joshua. Uh, After all the Red Sea business, and Moses disobeyed God, and God said, "Okay, because of your disobedience, because of your temper and your inability to control yourself, and you struck the rock, you won't go in, but instead your son Joshua will go in and take over that land." So even though Moses couldn't go in, Joshua, Moses' spiritual son, would went in instead of him. And so it was like a passing of the torch. And I think really what we're missing today is fathers speaking to their sons and daughters and telling them who they are. So they're like, your children are not um in a way they're supposed to find out who they are, but in a way you as their fathers are supposed to see from God, who is this child, and then you speak into that child, not what they're acting like, not how crazy they're acting, but you speak into that child who they are, who God says they are. Not only in a general perspective, but in a specific perspective. Because I believe, even not being a parent, I believe that God has a destiny for each child, and it is the parent's job not to force their will on their child, but it's their job to call forth what God has said over that child. So, and if you don't get that, you feel lost because you don't know who you are. So we have a lot of people. We have a lot of people that didn't get that affirmation, didn't get that word from God about who they were from their parents. So they're trying to figure out who they are. Like, am I supposed to define myself as a woman? Am I supposed to define myself with the color of skin I have? Am I supposed to define myself by my sexuality? We define ourselves by things that are that are not the main thing. Yes, you are His, and that's the first thing that you define yourself as. But the word from God for your life is different. And when you don't get that from your parents, that's what causes all this being lost. So if you didn't get that from your parents, it's not too late. You can you your assignment now is to ask God before you go to your pastor, to a friend or whatever. Before you try all kinds of stuff, go to God and say, Father, you designed me. Who am I? What am I called to do? What purposes am I called to serve? And when you do that, he will, because he is the ultimate Father. He will tell you who you are. Because as a good Father, he made you. And although your physical father didn't or couldn't tell you who you were, he knows who you are, and he will take the place of your physical father in that role, at least, and tell you who you are. And when you find out who you are, you can understand your purpose, you understand uh, what partners you're supposed to have. And when I say partners, I don't mean just romantic partners, although that is a part of it too. I'm not saying what kind of wife you have or whatever. I'm saying it's broader. What kind of business partners you're supposed to have, what kind of friends you're supposed to have, what kind of associations are you supposed to make, so that when associations come that don't fit with what God told you about yourself, you can say, sorry, we are not going to uh, hang up together. I can love you, but God has not assigned me to you. I believe that every relationship has to be an assignment, and not a scary, oh, this is assigned to me by God. But when you have a relational assignment, whether it be of marriage or friendship, you just feel a kinship with that person. You just feel assigned to that person. I'm going to talk about a bit about when I first found elevation. Um, as I said in previous videos, uh, I I found elevation when I was um, going through to TD Jakes. I had seen TD Jakes because I had wondered about his book Soar, but I never knew Stephen Furtick before, so I'm like, who is this? Like, TD Jakes I know, but who are you? So I cut and pasted the um the his name in the computer bar because I'm not really good at typing, and then I got hooked up to Elevation Church and started watching and watching and watching and watching it and watching and watching and watching, and it was not just because he's a good preacher and he says what God is going to say, and he like it's like the very best of God. It's not just because of that. It's because I feel that I am assigned to Elevation Church. I feel that I'm not just EFAM. I feel that I'm not only family, but I feel that Elevation Church is my assignment. And that's why I'm not moving, and that's why I'm a member. I'm not a member just because, oh, this is a good sermon. The worship is great, so I go there. Or I'm too lazy to get up on a Sunday morning. No, I'm there because I am on assignment from God. God told me, choose an assignment. And I said, because when I started attending church online, I attended 3 churches. And the Lord said, you need to choose and the Lord said, you need to choose an assignment. And He said, this is your assignment. And look at what the Lord is doing now. Just because I've been faithful, I do watch other preachers or whatever, but this is my church. And despite what family members say and people don't understand, oh, I haven't even been to church in 5 years. I tell them, well, this is my assignment until God moves me, that's it. And I know this is my assignment because I feel it. It's a spiritual thing. It's spirit to spirit. So when you are on a relational assignment, be it a friendship, a marriage, or whatever, it's a first before it is a physical connection, a business connection, or whatever. It's a spirit to spirit connection. Something about that person connects you to them. The God in that person connects you to them. Whether it be a pastor like me and Stephen Furtick, or me and Elevation Church, or whether it be a business thing, or whether it be a marriage thing. It's connected spirit to spirit. And a lot of people are making connections, but they're not God ordained connections. They're not assignments. So that is why I'm a part of Elevation Church. Not because I have to be. It's because I'm assigned to be. It's not because the worship's great and the music's great. There are a lot of churches, even online, where the worship is just as great and the music is just as great. But I'm not assigned to them. I watch them, I glean from them. They're wonderful, but I'm not assigned to them. So it's an assignment for me. If you wonder why I attend, it's an assignment. And until God says I have a different assignment for you, I'm not moving. So that's it. So thank you for thank you thank you for letting me into your homes today for Worship Wednesday. It went into a bit of preaching, but I I, I feel that the Lord had me go there. Thank you guys. Take care. See you soon.